All right. Welcome to the Chris and Veronica show. We are here. I'm taking off my headphones if you're watching on video. And chrisandveronica.com. Chris and Veronica show. What are we talking about today?
Wait, you forgot to say I'm Chris and this is...
Oh, sorry. I'm Chris.
Well,
and this is...
Hey, it's Veronica.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah.
No,
we got
no.
a button. Hold on. There's a button for this now. We made some sound effects. Get ready.
Now my spouse can be happy that there's a soundboard for that because apparently I'm not allowed to do that, but that's okay.
Yeah. These
That
are
was
all
my
things.
last one.
Gotta love a good soundboard option. So yeah, welcome. Hi, we're having fun today. I think we're unscripted still, right?
We are going to be unscripted from now on because that was so much fun. Don't you guys think that was so much fun?
I think
because
so.
we went flowed. We flowed.
Just flowed. We flowed like the river.
Like islands in the stream?
Yes. Yeah, Islands in the... That's a song.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It is. I feel like that's a song. I don't know what it is.
It is a song.
Okay,
It's
Islands in the Stream.
Kenny Rogers
Islands in the
and...
Stream. Is it Kenny G? No.
No,
No,
it's-
Kenny Rogers. No, Kenny somebody.
Wow.
I don't know.
We're going to get so persecuted.
Yeah, probably.
So persecuted. I know. I
Islands
think it was
in the-
Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
Sounds
Wasn't
about
it?
right. Yeah, Dolly
Yes.
Parton. Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. Look
Yeah.
at us. Yes, we got it. Ooh, we got to be prepared for 90s trivia night.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. We got
Yeah, that's coming up. There's a 90s
muscles.
trivia night. It's
Yes.
happening.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to slaughter them.
Yeah.
we got to work on our game face.
I think so. I have not done that in a very long time.
I am shocked.
90s trivia. It's been a while.
I thought that would be your jam. Like, yes, let me hit everybody and show everybody how smart I am with the songs and the
trivia,
movies.
yes, but 90s trivia, you gotta really hone in on it. You gotta like practice. You gotta know the things. It's like Jeopardy. You can't just go into Jeopardy just like go in there. You gotta like practice a little bit. Read up on some stuff.
Don't we have to do like that? The character in the movie White Man Can't Jump. Remember Rosie Perez? She was doing a kumquat.
Yeah. And then Titanic. It wasn't Titanic 90s, right? Or is that 2000? I think it was 90s. Titanic.
Yes, I think so
I think it
too.
was
Look
Titanic.
at wow.
Yeah, and then the movies.
We are just
there was the
losing
other
followers.
one where they were in the thing, and it was a scary movie, and people got dizzy because they were moving around so much. Blair Witch Project,
Do you know? I
remember
did
that back
not
in the day?
know that was not real.
right?
I had to be like, wait a minute, this wasn't real.
Or was it real? I don't know.
We're not doing this, Christopher. Christopher, we're not doing this.
Based on real life, maybe.
No, we're not doing this.
It's not.
Yes. So what do we want to talk about? Ooh, I heard a subject today at lunch that I was like, oh,
drama.
how do we deal with frenemies?
Frenemies.
As we're adults now, do you have frenemies?
Do I?
Yeah.
No. I don't have frenemies. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a very
No.
nice, angelic person.
I'm going to move over because lightning might just strike. No, what I meant by that is I know that you and we try and not give our lived experience, right? Well, we do get that. But for business as well, and I always wondered, and I know I suffered through this a lot while I used to, was, are you my friend or my business partner? And I feel like even there are certain people that boundaries have to be made. And I think that's where frenemies start off with, yeah, you're my friend, but doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to do business with you.
I think so there's like friends, there's like acquaintances, there's people that you see every once in a while.
Yes.
Right? I like who is somebody say like if you're not in my phone and you're not texting me, then I don't know you, right? Like I don't know you like that to give you any sort of feedback and to have you give me any sort of feedback, because if you're not like in my phone to be able to text me or call me about that thing, I'm not too concerned about your opinion, right? And that's that like friendship where you have direct contact and you're able to engage in that way. And then on the opposite side, there's like acquaintances, right? People that you see out and about. Maybe they're going to send you a messenger thing every once in a while. And
Or
then-
reels.
right?
Just send you
Reels. Yeah.
reels.
Right, yeah. Totally a thing. And then you have like business side, right? And so on the business side, it's kind of that same thing. Like, do you have my contact information? Are you getting a hold of me? Is it for business purposes? Is it something else? Like, I remember, I've had people send me like chain mail letters or something, right? Back in the day when AOL was a thing and everybody was forwarding all these like chain mail things, right? People just forward those to like everybody. And you've got like 2,000 people on it because you think it's so important to be able to share this thing. And I'm like,
if you don't share this, you're not going to be blessed with $1 million.
You're welcome. I will not be blessed with $1 million because of that. Thank you very much. I'll get blessed by $1 million on my own. I don't need all that, right? So it's that kind of like same thing where I'm not too concerned about somebody sending me a message every once in a while or saying something like out of line every once in a while or whatever, because I'm sure that things that I say are going to be offensive to them too, right? And I don't expect them to punch me in the face because I said something, right?
They better not,
right?
And this hair can go up in 2 seconds flat.
Right? Go ahead. Yeah, I even took the hoops out just for today, just to hang out with it. But it's that same kind of thing where I'm just not too concerned about what somebody else is going to say, because if they ain't paying your bills, pay those, no mind, right?
Yes. One of the hardest things I had to learn was learning this isn't my friend. It's either a colleague or an acquaintance.
Yeah.
The other thing that I changed once I wasn't working at another organization, once I went on my own, was my signature line does not have my phone number. Mm-hmm. And somebody commented like, I couldn't reach you. There's no number for you. I'm like, but we've emailed. Yeah. No, but I needed to call you. Yes, well, you could have emailed me, and that means if you're emailing me and I'm available, then that's how I'll reply. That's when I'll reply. And that took a lot of stress off because not everybody needed so much access to me. And I love what you have in your email signature. Mm-hmm. You may receive my email. You know what? Why don't you say what you have in your email signature?
I can put it in a synopsis or whatever. It's essentially like creativity comes at different times. So does motivation. And so if this is coming out of your normal working hours or you're receiving this outside of your normal working hours, reply when you're back in working, right?
Yes.
Because if I'm sending you something at 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. or something like that, like I'm up, right? I'm one of those people where if my body is awake, I'm not going to force it to go back to sleep. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do some stuff. And like later on, if my body's tired, I'll sleep. Right. But I would much prefer to like have that kind of control. Right. And it isn't even control. It's just saying, I respect my time. I want you to be able to respect your time as well. Right. I'm not a like customer service number to call when something goes wrong.
Except for me.
Well, I mean, there's, there are, like if family's calling or my spouse is calling or something like that, right? I'll know that there's something going on and I can pick it up. I can pick it up and do that thing, right? But I think that in general, I just prefer like the same thing. I don't have my telephone number on my signature line. If people go on and they like Google my business or whatever, right? They'll find my phone number. You can click that number. It'll call. It'll ring to my phone. But do you know how many people go through the thing to be able to do that? Nobody, right? Yes. Because people want to be able to have direct access in some way. And with that, like even for business, right? I'll use like Facebook Messenger for business to be able to send messages to people every once in a while. Even I'll do that, right? But that's still, I'm not expecting an immediate reply. That doesn't mean you have my telephone number. That doesn't mean you're in my text inbox. That's different, right? If you're in my text inbox, that's something where I'm looking at it right away. If you're calling my phone, there's an emergency.
Yes.
Right? And I literally have built into my contracts. It's $500 if I pick up that phone, right? If I'm doing business with you inside of the contract, you'll read it on there. It says that if you have my telephone number, which a lot of my clients don't even have my telephone number here to be able to call me.
I feel so privileged.
Right?
I have all 3 numbers.
Oh my. Then like they'll be able to like ring in. And that to me means that you have a very serious and very urgent thing that you need to talk about. And this decision needs to happen right now, right? This is a big dollar decision. And more than likely there's plenty of people in that room.
For $500, it better be a big dollar decision.
Right. But if you have your team in a room, right, and assume that you have a team of 10 people and you're trying to make this decision and you're calling me to be able to get input off of that, $500 is no skin off your back, right? From that, like you're just going to say, let's go in, let's do it because this decision needs to be made right now. And I have the entire team in front of me. So those kinds of things, right? Like it's just a way to be able to, have your time on there. And for the website, right, people can sign up and, if they want to come in, like you can go in and schedule a time on the website, literally like just go in, set up the time and let's chat about it, right?
I think also having clients as friends, there needs to be also boundary. I've now have learned to ask out of my 5 clients, is this a friendship question or is this a business question? Mm-hmm. And I said, that establishes that boundary. Also, not everybody is the same way. Not everybody has access to me, but I'm also recognizing if I call you, pick up because I'll ask, hey, what's your best way to communicate? Email, text. So if I call you, so now all of my clients and most close friends, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I just need a quick answer and I can't. And I'm driving and Siri does not like me.
Oh my gosh. I was working with a like new like employee person or whatever. And it was I was hiring on a new vendor, and it was the first time that I was reaching out to them to be able to like be in that way, right, as a vendor. And I was on the road for like 8 hours, and I was driving.
Wow,
it was a whole thing. And so
talk about multitasking.
Yeah, but I also like I took a board meeting and all these other things in the car too, right, as I'm like driving, right. And so I was like, I can't text this person, I can't do voice to text right now. This is too big of a conversation. We just got approval for the board. I need to like call this person and see if they're up for this thing. Right. And so like I go through and like I'm trying to ask my like Siri person to like be like, hey, call this person. And I realized they're not on my phone because I don't do that. And I was like, okay, so I'm not built for driving. This is the whole thing. And then I was like, we ended up making a stop somewhere. So I like looked through my like email stuff. Their email signature is an image that has their telephone number on it. I'm like, you got to put your telephone number in text. Like it can't be in an image. It's got to be in text.
But what if that was their boundary?
Right? That's the thing.
What if they're making you work? Because if you really want to make that call, it's not going to cost you $500.
Yeah.
But is it going to cost you like, dang it, what is that number? So you know what I've learned? Hey, Siri, call, and I'll sound out the number.
Now that all of our phones have gone up.
Yeah.
I've been... Thank you. See, this is why. That's why I didn't say that, because otherwise all the stuff goes up.
You know what? Go ahead, press that button.
Okay, hold on. Wait, I got to stop this thing here. Stop. Yeah, because we have one of those in our house. And so anytime that somebody says something, I'm just afraid at one of these points, some TV commercial is going to take advantage of that. I feel like that should be like...
Actually, that did happen.
Didn't it happen during the Super Bowl or something?
We were watching a movie. No,
oh
my God, I forgot which one. It was a movie.
Oh, they were like talking on the...
and then both my spouse and I, our phones went off.
Right?
They're like, well, they're not talking to you.
Right? Yeah. It's a whole thing. These things. Yeah. So... So then, try calling that person. And so finally, then I could actually like reply on email through like voice to text or whatever. And so did that. And then they like contacted me the next morning, and I was just like, well, actually, no, I did that whole, I had to wake up at 3 a.m. So I like sent a message and I was like, so here's the long form story about it in like an email, and did like a lengthier email. And I was like, can we meet today at some point? If so, like, this is my opening. Let's do it now. Right. Anyway. Yeah. So communication, people, frenemies, non-things.
And this is why we're unscripted, because hopefully you've got some pearls of wisdom.
Whatever that looks like. I don't even know. Yeah. So that's communication styles. I don't know what else we're going to talk about. We are literally unscripted. It's a whole thing.
It is. Wow. Yeah. I feel like we're already at 20 minutes.
Yeah, it feels like it, but we're not.
Wow.
Right? But that's okay. We can cut it here and go on to the next one, because this one is almost like 12 minutes-ish. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
All right.
Think we did.
We did
it. Yay.
We did it. Next episode in the bag. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And this is just for our spouses to like play this one here. Hold on. Just because it's kind of fun. And then we also added in this one, which is... Yeah.
Okay. And that's it? We only got 2 buttons?
No, we got a bunch more. So you're going to have to listen into the next episode to see what other buttons.
You know what?
And sound effects we have.
Any of our people that watch us and they put in the comments the correct answer of the next button that we're going to push.
Ooh.
Let's do a
high five when we see him next.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
And a $5 gift card to Red Elm or Soulberry or...
I hear you, but if this is living for a very long time and you're seeing this 5 years from now...
No, we're going to come back and we'll be like, already won something. See, do you see why Chris always is like the party pooper? He doesn't let me live. I'm over here trying to, give
All right,
everybody...
Veronica's giving you $5 if you guess the next one.
No, it's a gift card to Soulberry or Fusion or Red Elm, because I'm supporting local, because you made me feel local.
You're welcome.
You made me feel guilty.
That's what I do.
For ordering Starbucks. And it was, you know what the irony is? It was for you.
So
it was for you.
On here, I'm just going to show, this is a local coffee shop, local, and even the coffee is roasted in Sumner, Washington. And it's not one of those corporate chains. Love you anyway. People that work there, not my fault. But this place, much better, and it's a whole thing. So local coffee shops for the win.
Anyways.
Okay, we're going to go into local coffee shops now. We were going to end this episode, but now we're going to keep going.
No.
Because I feel like this is a whole thing. So Starbucks people, hi, I love you. It's a whole thing, but I support local coffee shops and not large conglomerates.
First of all, I do support local coffee shops. Somebody was going to be hangry and they said they wanted boiled eggs. I was not going to get up early in the morning because my spouse was off the next morning and they were night shifts.
If you were watching I was just sipping the local coffee on the video if you were watching.
I'm going to smack him with the local fish sandwich over here. Anyways, that is the only reason. Do I love supporting Starbucks? Yes, I do. Why? Because they have employees there. However, more times than not, I do support local. So don't be making people feel like, oh, look, she's a Starbucks junkie.
Oh, no. I do like, and we both agree on that, right?
Yeah.
So we're both saying the same thing, but
Yes.
just making it dramatic. We like supporting, not dramatic, I know. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, sorry, that should be the button. We should get dramatic squirrel on that button.
We need
I
a
like how you
gasp
just
in
made that
Spanish.
Escándalo.
Escandaloso. Telemundo.
Yeah, we both do like local coffee shops, right? If there's a single location coffee shop or a single location restaurant or something like that, we would rather prefer to like support local restaurants and
Yes.
local families and like all that stuff over like large conglomerates anytime that we can.
Yes.
So anyway, that's a random aside on coffee things.
And supporting local.
Yeah. And with that, that's why we're saying if you can guess the next button on the next episode, not this one. I mean, you can try and guess this one, but it doesn't get you anything.
No, it does not. It just gets you like,
And it'll be like the first person that comments what the next button is.
yes.
Okay, on the next episode.
Yes, on the the next correct button.
Yeah. And Veronica's going to reach out. We'll find a way.
Yes.
Anyway, thanks for watching / listening. This is the Chris and Veronica Show, chrisandveronica.com. My name is Chris, and this is
Veronica.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you on the next one.